the Champions League presents us with a clash that promises to stop the football world. Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain will face each other next week in a game that has all the makings of being unforgettable. On one side, the Reds, now under the management of Arne Slot, come in strong, showing their power in the Premier League and dominating the Champions League group stage with authority. On the other, the Parisians of Luis Enrique, who started their European campaign with some difficulties, have returned to being that devastating team that can dismantle any opponent. To spice up this duel even further, Luis Enrique himself spared no praise for Liverpool, calling the English team the best team in Europe right now. But could PSG's form turn this favouritism upside down? Recent numbers indicate that the French side is not here to mess around. Looking at the standings and Premier League performance, Liverpool seems to be in a perfect scenario. Arne Slot's team continues to fight fiercely for the English title and has also shown its strength in the League Cup. Moreover, in the revamped Champions League, they secured the top spot in their group with an impressive performance. But here's the red flag for the Reds. In the last 10 games, PSG simply doesn't know what losing is. The French side has embarked on a terrifying streak of 10 straight wins, demolishing opponents with heavy scorelines, including 2 7-0 thrashings. One of them was against Brest in the Champions League playoff, where the Parisians won the two-legged tie by an unbelievable 10-0 on aggregate. Liverpool, despite important victories over Manchester City, Tottenham and Bournemouth, hasn't managed numbers as impressive as PSG's. The French also come off a convincing win over Lille, showing that they arrive at this European duel at the peak of confidence. With this track record, it's clear that Liverpool will face one of its biggest challenges of the season. Paris Saint-Germain seems more determined than ever to finally win the Champions League, a title that has always eluded them. Liverpool performed brilliantly in the Champions League group stage. The Reds secured 7 wins and just 1 loss, with that lone setback coming in the final round against PSV Eindhoven, when the English side was practically already assured of finishing top of the group. But while the English were dominant, PSG showed they have the firepower to turn any game around. The French team produced one of the most memorable scorelines of this Champions League edition, overturning a 2-0 deficit against Manchester City to win 4-2. A true test of strength to show that the Parisians can face any giant in Europe head-on. And there's more. PSG also thrashed Brest in the playoffs, making it clear that their recovery in the tournament has been meteoric. Now, they enter the knockout stage with confidence at an all-time high and an attack that simply doesn't forgive mistakes. Liverpool has an extremely talented squad and a well-organised team game under Arne Slot's management, but they will need to be at their very best to overcome PSG's overwhelming form. The French side, on the other hand, knows that this is the right moment to silence the critics and prove they can lift the big ears. It will be a battle between Liverpool's consistency and tradition against PSG's explosive talent and hunger for glory. Every detail could decide the game. Who will advance to the quarter-finals? The answer will come in one of the most electrifying duels of this Champions League. After a period of inactivity in the transfer market, Liverpool is preparing for a summer of transformations, and the fans are eager to see what Arne Slot has in mind. But those who think that only signings will be the focus are mistaken. The future of players like Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold is still uncertain, and any changes could redefine the direction of the team. Among the new arrivals at Anfield, Mamardashvili is already confirmed as a reinforcement. However, behind the excitement of his signing, doubts about the Georgian goalkeeper are starting to emerge. Does he really have what it takes to shine at Liverpool? Sources close to the club suggest there are reservations about his playing style, and this could directly impact his future at the club. There's no doubt that the 24-year-old goalkeeper caught the Reds' attention from the beginning of 2023. His talent between the posts and his spectacular saves made Liverpool act quickly to secure his signature. But it hasn't all been smooth sailing. Although Mamardashvili has been solid defensively, one aspect of his game has raised some hesitation at Anfield: his footwork. In modern football, a goalkeeper cannot just be a wall at the back. They need to know how to play with the ball at their feet, be a facilitator in building attacks, and have an efficient distribution game. And it's exactly in this area that Mamardashvili has yet to fully convince. During his time at Valencia, the keeper worked to improve this aspect of his game, receiving specific training to refine his ball distribution. Despite his efforts, the numbers still show that he struggles with passing accuracy, recording only a 66% completion rate this season. It's important to note that 44% of his goal kicks are long passes, which directly impacts this stat. But for a team that prioritises possession and building from the back, this could be a problem. Another factor that could complicate Mamardashvili's adaptation to Liverpool is his own desire to be the undisputed number one. The goalkeeper doesn't want to be just a backup in Arne Slot's squad, but this is a tricky situation, as Alisson Becker remains the undisputed starter. Given this, a new possibility is gaining traction: a loan move before he officially pulls on the Reds' shirt. According to information from The Athletic, this option is not ruled out, especially if Slot and his coaching staff believe Mamardashvili still needs more time to improve his skills. In the meantime, the Georgian is already actively preparing for his move to Liverpool. He began English lessons soon after the deal with the club was finalised, showing that he is focused on adapting to his new environment as quickly as possible. Furthermore, he recently visited housing options in the city, signalling that his arrival is getting closer. Liverpool has been monitoring every game Mamardashvili plays for Valencia, analysing his development and trying to understand how he could fit into the team. But the questions remain: will he really be used? Or will a new loan move be the safest option to avoid him being stuck on the bench? What is known is that Arne Slot will not hesitate to make bold decisions, and Mamardashvili's stay at Anfield will depend entirely on his performance and the trust he can earn within the club. Liverpool fans can expect intense moves in the coming months because the squad overhaul is just beginning. And, it seems, Mamardashvili will need to prove his worth quickly if he wants to secure a place in the team that dreams of returning to the top of Europe. Like the video and want to receive the best news about the Reds? Then leave a like to stay up to date with everything happening at Liverpool every day. Thank you for watching until now, and see you in the next video.